Hello and welcome to this brief encounter with language. In this video, we shall look into 5 different sets of confusing English words and try to understand the difference between each of them. The first set is between and among. We often think that between and among are interchangeable and that they mean the same thing, but they don't. Between and among mean two different things. When we have to choose between only two options, when the alternatives are only two, then we use the word between. You divide an apple between two people. However, when there are more than two options, when there are more than two alternatives, then we use the word among. You divide something among 3 people, among 4 people. The second set of confusing words is advice and advise. The one that ends with CE is actually pronounced like it has an S in the end, and that one is a noun. Whereas the one that ends with an SE is actually a verb, and when we pronounce it, it sounds like it's a Z or a Z. Advise. How do we make sure that we are using the appropriate one? By remembering that the CE sounds like an S and the SE sounds like a Z. Examples would be, I took his advice. CE, because here we're using a noun. He advised me to do that. Here it's a verb, so we use the SE one. Moving on to the third set, the difference between it apostrophe S and its, ITS without an apostrophe. IT apostrophe S is actually short for it is. For example, it is raining, it is cold, it is hot, it is new. The one that does not have an apostrophe, its. This word means to possess something, to have something. For instance, that is the table, its leg is broken. The its here will not have an apostrophe between the T and the S because it does not mean it is. It means we are talking about that table. And that table's leg is broken. Its leg is broken. Now we move on to a slightly more confusing set of words. The difference between whom, W-H-O-M, and who, W-H-O. To fully and completely understand when to use each of these appropriately, we need to go back and understand the difference between linking verbs and action verbs. But since that is a little complicated, we are going to leave that for another time. For now, I'm just going to give you easy tips to remember which to use where. Whenever we can use him, her, them, us, we use the word W-H-O-M, whom. I gave the book to her. So the question would be, to whom did I give the book? Or, whom did I give the book to? Now moving on to who, W-H-O. Whenever we can use he, she, they, we use the word who. An example would be, they went to the club. Who went to the club? Not whom went to the club. Now that we come to an end, we are dealing with probably one of the most confusing set of words, affect and effect. One starts with A, affect, the other starts with E, effect. Usually, affect is used as a verb. For instance, it affected me. And the one that starts with E, effect, is used as a noun. For instance, the effect was wonderful. The effect of those lights on the wall was wonderful. But it must be kept in mind that there are times when both these words can be used as nouns and verbs. However, when affect is used as a noun, it means a way of behavior, an attitude. But generally, often, affect is used as a verb and effect is used as a noun. If there are any more confusing words in the English language that you would like me to deal with, or any other issues of English language not related to confusing words that you would like me to explore, please let me know in the comments below. And with that, we conclude the 5 grammar tips for today. I hope these were helpful and I hope you won't have trouble remembering them. For more content like this, do subscribe. Thank you for watching.